So a little bit more about the three focus areas now. So the first one is this archaeological project, and we call it the Salvage Archaeology, meaning that it's an archaeological site where it was disturbed because they were building a bridge, and when they were building the bridge, they discovered a site that had many thousands of years of settlement that's been located there. Bronze Age settlement and then more recent settlement. It's just on the edge of Khatkal. And so they'll be working in an active dig on the site, but then also talking about, because this is a very busy tourist area, how can we engage the public? How can we educate the public about Mongolia's history? And that's both the Mongolian tourists who are visiting, the international tourists. And so over several years, we plan to do this field school every year in the future. And over several years, we hope to develop like an information center and information site together with this archaeology project. If you know, in Khatkal, there's a site there for the information about the park. And so we'll work with people like that to develop displays and information on how to teach people about Mongolia's history using the artifacts and things found from the archaeological site. And they're working together with I'm not sure if it's the National Museum or the archaeology team from the National University, but they're working together with the Mongolian archaeology group. This is just the location of the site along this bridge, new bridge they built, and then they discovered the site at this location in Khatkal, just at the bottom of Hofskol. So Julia Clark, who's leading this project, has been doing field archaeology work in Mongolia for a long time and has other archaeological projects that she's been working on. So she's very experienced, and we'll be working again together with a team of Mongolian archaeologists to lead this program. The next project is on migration, and Holly Barkas, who's an experienced scholar who's worked a lot in Mongolia, who's from Minnesota, from Macalester College in Minnesota. So she's going to study rural-urban migration. So people coming to Ulaanbaatar from rural areas or other parts of Mongolia. But then we're also visiting Darkhan, so we'll look at the migration in Darkhan, some of the Sum centers, how people are moving within Mongolia, and understand impacts of migration on the people, on the city. Of course, it impacts the urban development, it impacts air pollution, water issues, public services, and then from the people's side, they're interested in education and other issues. So the field study will be doing field interviews together with some organizations in Mongolia who work with migrants. And then we'll be going to the countryside, and they will be talking with people in the countryside about their experience of migration, both across Mongolia, and their family members perhaps who have migrated out, and how they relate together with people in the city. So we'll be doing some work in Bulgan and in Hofskol, in addition to visiting Darkhan and Ulaanbaatar as the urban areas. The third area is the one that I'm teaching, which is around renewable energy. And as you know, Mongolia now has 3 wind farms and a growing number of solar parks. And then also solar is used on many gers and households. So we're going to be looking at this big picture of renewable energy use and how it's applied in Mongolia, how Mongolia, this Asia supergrid, how Mongolia might provide renewable power to China, to Japan, Korea, and play a role in the larger regional development. And we'll learn some on the technical sides. I've been talking with many people in the last 2 days about the national grid, the challenges of bringing more renewable power on, some of the economics and business of this. We'll visit a factory that's making the solar cells and talk with them, and then we'll go visit their customers, the herdsmen, in the countryside as well. So as they say, we'll visit a solar park, a wind farm, and this hydropower project. And at the hydropower project, understand what the environmental and social impacts of building a hydro dam might be. So this renewable energy, again, the idea is it's really interdisciplinary, crossing over between different departments and different types of scholars and work.